Hi, and welcome to our combined episode with me. I'm Frida, and I'm usually the host of the Knitting With Ewe podcast. And
I'm Emma. I usually have the Chubby Pug Yarn podcast.
And yeah, today we are recording together because we have this Cal with the wonderful Hitafuda cardigan, and we decided to make our entire episodes as one combined. So you will get to see what both of us are working on, and in the end we will talk a bit about the Cal.
Yes.
And I know that Emma has knitted on more things than I have, so I'll let her start.
Yes, I have actually no finished objects, but I have done quite a lot of progress, at least. I showed in my last episode the reenactment sock for my boyfriend, so they are knee-high to have when he's out role playing. So I have finished the first one, made some easy holes for some ribbon in the top, and I have almost knitted the second sock, so it's about 5 centimeters left, which is good because he is leaving on Friday for his reenactment thing, so I need to have these finished so he can have the widdies. So yeah, it's almost a whole sock, so that's quite a good progress. The yarn that I'm using is quite old. It's a yarn I inherited from my grandmother, Icelandic yarn, and I'm knitting it with 4.5 millimeter needles. So that's what I have been mostly worked on since it needs to be finished. But then I also have my lunch knitting at work, since I'm almost always knit at my lunch. So I have the Bickerstraat pattern from Kemper Wray. I showed this the last time, I think, the first sock. And I have knitted the cuff for the second one. So this is with the eyelet patterning. So now I'm going to do the fish lips kiss heel. Always hard to say, but that's the plan to do it on this one. So it's quite close to finish. The plan was to be finished by tomorrow, but I'm not finished yet. So I will have it for this week, working for lunch. She actually have a cal for these socks. It's her own pattern that will end in the middle of June. So if you're fast, you can knit a pair of these. It's a really nice pattern. So that's the works in progresses I have, at least. And I know that you, Frida, have some work in progress too.
I really like those socks. Maybe I should join the Cal, but I'm not sure that I would finish them in time.
It's like 2 weeks left, so
yeah, I will probably make them someday. I'm also knitting on a pair of socks for my nephew. If you have watched my podcast before, you probably saw them in the last episode. I'm making the Skew socks. Skew. It's a free pattern from Knitty, and this yarn is from Tricoterie, who only sells her yarn on Ravelry through her group. And this yarn is sock merino, 75% superwash merino, and 10% nylon. So yeah, they contain quite a bit of magic or something. And this colorway is Kira. I hope you can see it.
I see it, at least.
That's good. And I've finished the foot of the sock, of the second sock, and I'm about to start increasing for the heel. And I have began another pair of Skew socks for about a year or two ago, but back then they were way too complicated and I made everything harder than it actually needed to be. So I ripped those back, and since then this pattern kind of haunted me because I know that it isn't such advanced pattern, but I just couldn't make myself to make another pair because I didn't want it to defeat me again. But now I'm really happy that I actually tried it again because, yeah, it isn't that hard. It's just make sure to increase in the right places and keep counting the stitches if you're unsure if you have increased it right. Have you made them, Emma?
I haven't made them. I saw them some years ago, but I didn't dare to try it because I was scared that I will like do something wrong and fail tremendously. So I haven't knit them, but I really, really want to. And I think it was really nice with the colors you had on your socks. It's the striping effect. It's really nice. So I definitely want to try it.
Yeah, you should. I really love Tricoterie's yarns. She makes the most amazing colors. And yeah, I'm happy I actually made the Skew socks because now I know that they can't stop me.
But the yarn, is it self-striping or is it just
self-striping?
Self-striping, yeah.
Looks like this in skein.
Yeah, really nice colors.
Yeah, she always makes these really complex colors with gradients and multicolored stripes and like more advanced striping patterns where the stripes has different width, and yeah, her self-striping yarns are just amazing. She has other yarns like gradients without stripes also. You never really know what her next series of yarns will be. She posts them on Ravelry, and usually you get a few days notice, and then it's selling time and you have to be there and type in everything that you want and hope that you didn't write too slow and someone else posted before you. And
it's an exciting game, the yarn hunt.
You have to be a shopping ninja.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I actually have a new cast-on project as well. I have been trying to find like knitting nights in the town where I live, and there is one where I live, but the problem is that most people there are quite old and don't even know like internet or Ravelry and so on. And then I got when I went to the knitting cinema that I have been talking about before, the founder invited me to a knitting night in a town close by. So I went there last week, and since I was about to start the heel on the socks and things, I didn't want it to bring like complex things that I'd have to read, so I decided to cast on something else. So this is my cast on so far. It's not much yet. It's going to be a baby dress or size 2 years. It's a Norwegian pattern.
Very cute.
I think it's called Clara dress. I've seen it a lot on Instagram. It's a lot of Norwegian knitters who make it. So it's a moss stitch border and then some lace in the top and in the bottom. So I'm making it for my little cousin. so I knitted size 2 years, which is the biggest size. And the yarn is also Norwegian, Sandnes alpaca silk. Oh, it's really bright. It's somewhere between purple and pink. So this is the border, so it's almost finished, and I'm soon to begin with the lace in the bottom part. So this is the skirt part. So that's
that yarn
my
is really, really soft, isn't it?
It's really, really soft and really slippery, but it's knitting up really beautiful. The stitches are quite defined, even though it has some halo. But the stitches turn out quite nice as well. So I have never knitted with it before, but I really like it. So, but it's tiny needles, 3 millimeters, so and 200 stitches or something. So it takes quite a lot of time to go around. But yeah, that's going to be my knitting night project for some time, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the knitting part for me. Do you have some spinning? Maybe?
Yes, I do. I have spun 2 loop bats that were, I believe the colorway was Purple Rain, and I bought both Purple Rain and Purple Rain coordinate that had the same colors in them, but they were opposite in the loop bullseye bump.
Yeah.
So, and I ordered one with sparkles and one without. But when I got them, I really felt like, no, I don't want it barber pooling. So I divided it and applied the same color with the same color from the other bump. So I have these 5 skeins.
Ooh.
In different shades of blue and purple. And I haven't taken note of how many yards each of these parts are, so I don't know how much I have, but it's 10 ounces and something total, so I believe it's quite a lot of yardage. So it's this
pretty.
And this kind of blue teal.
This is a 2-ply or?
Yeah. Everything's a 2-ply. And this darker blue. And then I have this lovely purple.
Ooh.
This one is my absolute favorite. And
we do love the purple.
Yeah. Everything purple is awesome. And then it's this dark, dark blue with a slight hint of purple.
It's really nice.
Yeah, and I think this will be some kind of improvised triangular shawl. Something really simple, and just knit each color until it runs out, so I get white stripes of it.
Yeah.
And then I also have some Malabrigo that I got from this other wonderful, wonderful podcaster, Emma. And this is Malabrigo Nube in the colorway Sabiduria, which is the number 136. And I started spinning this not long after I got it. I believe it was last weekend I started, and it's finished.
Ooh.
So this is a 3-ply, and I made it a true 3-ply, so I divided my singles in 3 and then I spun them together, and it's 115 grams and 550 yards. So it's quite a lot of yardage for a 3-ply. and I really love how it turned out, how all the purple tones play together and gives this almost tweedy look.
Yeah, that's really nice.
So,
but do you spin on 3 separate bobbins, or do you spin it on one and then separated by length?
I spin everything on one, and then I divide it by weight.
Yeah.
So I wind it on my skein winder. No, my ball winder.
Yeah.
Cake it up, and then I measure it and weigh it.
Yeah. Cool.
And I usually get them almost the same length each ply. And if one is way longer than the other, I move it to my hand and then I spin it from both ends of the cake.
And then plying, or
no, I take, since I have caked them, I have 2 ends of each, so I take one end from the inner part of the cake and one from the outer, and just fold it. So when the shortest ply stops, I fold the longest one, so I still have 3 plies.
Yeah.
So that's everything I have spun, and I believe you haven't spun anything, but you have been shopping.
Yes. I talked in my last episode about not shopping, and then I went shopping, as always. I really like trying out different indie dyers, and since it often takes quite a lot of time ordering from the US, I have been looking closer to home, and I found a company called Dublin Dye Company, and I got this skein. It's called Kaleidoscope. So this is their, let's see, swing sock is the base. So it's 75% merino wool and 25 nylon, 100 grams, 425 meters. So the good thing for me is that it's machine washable. So since I do not have time to hand wash all my socks, I think it's a good thing. So it's yellows, greens, blues, orange, reds. I have no idea how it will knit up, but I will knit socks. I'm thinking about knitting chain socks. I knitted a pair in blue-gray yarn I had in January or February or something. And I really like the pattern because you get like enhanced with the slip stitches. So I'm thinking I should do something like that in case it's pooling. I don't know if it's pooling or not. So
I'm thinking about it through Etsy, or do they have their own shop?
They have their own shop, but I bought it on Etsy, so they have like both.
Okay.
So I found it on Etsy. It popped up like, "Oh, recommended for you," and I was like, "Ooh, that was pretty." So I have no idea how it is, but I'm eager to try it out. And the dyer as well commented when I posted it on Instagram and was like, "Oh, I got this yarn." And she was like, "Oh, you must post pictures when it's done because I'm really curious about how it knits up." So she probably doesn't know either. So it's exciting. But that will be socks quite soon, I think. So that's the yarn shopping. And I actually have one other shopping thing that is not related to yarn, but it's related to creativity. Since I'm trying to get some inspiration, since I'm just knitting and knitting and knitting, and sometimes I have pain in my hands and I feel like I need to do something else. So I found a book that is called Creative Coloring. So it's like a coloring book for grown-ups with pretty patternings. So coloring book just to play with colors and hopefully get inspired. Maybe I think it's good to like have it for maybe if I want to dye fiber or something, I could get inspired by my preferences in colors. So it's a little bit of the plan behind it, but I just wanted to have something else to do when I'm not knitting. So that's a new thing that I'm going to try. But that's all the shopping things for now, at least.
Yeah. I've actually been thinking of buying some of those adult coloring books too, to have like in school.
Yeah.
To have something to do with my hands while the teacher is talking, because knitting doesn't always really seem polite, because many people believe that you aren't listening, but for some reason it's more okay to sit and draw while you listen, so maybe that would work, I don't know. We'll see. I've seen a couple that seems really pretty, so maybe.
Yeah, it's fun to try out different stuff at least.
Yeah.
So see if you like it or not.
Yeah. I tried some doodling, but that wasn't really my thing. I just got upset when it wasn't even enough, and that's not really the point of doodling.
No. You need to like push down the perfectionist.
Yeah, and yeah, no, it wasn't relaxing for me.
Yes. I think that's all for like my outside the cal things.
Yeah,
Actually.
so I guess we only have the cal left to talk about. So if you are not interested in joining this cal, I don't know why, but in case you don't, I guess you can go now. But first, just have a look at this. Isn't it pretty? I know you want to knit it. So if you still don't want to knit it or join our cal, bye! And I believe all of you have stayed, so let's talk about the cal. As you saw, we are having a cal with this lovely, lovely pattern. It's the Hitofure, and you have probably seen it. It's on Ravelry and it's super, super popular. It feels like everyone has made at least one. And Emma was interested in making one and asked if someone wanted to have a cal. And I was like, I want to knit that one too. So we decided to have the cal together, and quite a few of our viewers and Instagram followers has been interested in joining us. So I don't know how many we are, but there is quite a few people.
Yeah, it's really, really nice, and it seems like it's quite a lot of people who say, "Oh, I have had this cardigan like in my queue for years," or thinking about it, but I don't dare. I have had quite a lot of people saying, so it's nice to have the knit along so we can talk about it when we get stuck and have some fun knitting together. So
yeah, and we will have, or already have, a chatter thread in Emma's group on Ravelry, and that group is Chubby Pug Yarn. And then we will have a finished objects thread in my group, Knitting With Ewe, and there you can post one time for each finished cardigan you make. So if you finish one cardigan, you can post once. And that post is your ticket for a giveaway that we are hosting. So that's meant to be a bit extra inspiring to actually finish this lovely cardigan, so you can wear it when autumn comes and it gets a bit colder, at least in this part of the world.
Yeah.
And we are knitting until the last of August, so there is really no rush to finish. You have plenty of time to do it when you feel like it during the summer, because it's from the 1st of June to the last of August, so it's 3 months you can knit, and when you are finished you can post it in the thread, and while you are knitting or when you're planning to start knitting or just feel like chatting, come to the chatter thread and chat. Talk about everything you want. It doesn't even have to be super related to the cal, because the more you talk, the more chances you have to win the chatter thread prize. And that prize will be something a little bit smaller, but something useful, and all prizes will be Japan themed, and we will talk about the bigger prizes soon, but this prize will be drawn in the middle of July probably, and every post in the chatter thread counts as a ticket. So sometime in the middle of July we will draw a winner that will get something small but useful and Japanese themed. And in the finished objects thread we will have 3 prizes, and I will talk about the first prize, I think, because I have it open, and I guess we can put a picture on it here. And as you saw, this is a project bag from Kicks and Giggles shop on Etsy. She has made this lovely bag, and it has 2 handles. One handle is longer than the other, and when you want to carry it, you take the longer handle and pull it through the smaller one, and that way the bag stays closed when you carry it. And this is a Japanese style bag, and the pattern is with like geishas and Japanese flowers, and yeah, it has a Japanese style fabric too.
Really, really pretty.
Yeah, and it's approximately 10-inch wide and 12-inch tall at the lower side of it. And the strap has a 8 to 10-inch drop, so you have plenty of room to put your arm through it. And it's lined with a coordinating cotton, and it has no exposed seams, so there's nothing in it that your yarn can get caught on or loose threads or anything like that. And that's not all from Kicks and Giggles. Do you want to talk about it, Emma?
Yeah, I can
Try.
read it small. I can try. When Frida wrote to Kicks and Giggles about us wanting to have a bag, she also so kindly made a coupon code for us. So during the month of June, we will have a code for 10% off, if I'm not incorrect. Yes. But you have the code.
Yes, the code is Chubby U10. So it is Chubby with a big C, U spelled EWE, and that's a large E. And then it's just... No, Chubby... It's Chubby Ewe Cal 10. Since I obviously is a bit off today, we'll just put it here in text, spelling it out, and it will also be in our show notes on each of our show note pages. So yeah, Chubby Ewe Cal 10.
Yes. So if you don't have to wait for maybe winning a bag. You can order your own bag.
Yeah.
Before. So that's
exactly.
Nice. And also in this first prize, there's also going to be stitch markers shaped like sushi pieces. Really cute. So it's a set of 8 pieces from Bead Passion on Etsy. So that's included also in the first prize in this giveaway.
Yeah.
And also I know that the second prize is about yarn.
Yes. The second prize is for these 2 skeins of Quito. It's this lovely purple, a bit tweedy yarn. It has like small pieces of other colors. It's some red and some blue and some white. And this is 100% silk, and 50 grams is 425 meters. And as usual, I can't like convert that in my head to yards, but
it's more than 440 at least.
Yes,
because that's 400 meters.
Yeah.
So it's more than 440 yards at least.
Yeah. So,
but not sure exactly. But
together, this is 850 meters of yarn. So it should make some larger project, and it's quite thin. I believe it's lace weight, and it's really soft, and it's not super shiny, but it has this slight sheen to it. And I have taken a better picture of it that we can post here. Because I love to give Emma all this editing to do.
Yeah.
So that's the second prize for the second winner that we draw from the finished objects thread. And the last winner will get a pattern of their choice from the designer that made Hitofre, and I have always trouble to remember her name because
Hiroko Fukatsu.
Yes. But Emma obviously has it memorized.
I remember.
So she doesn't have very many patterns that actually are patterns to buy, but I have completed a list with those that aren't free patterns or patterns from a book or something like that, like patterns you actually can give through Ravelry. And that list is, of course, in our threads on Ravelry and in the show notes. I will send all of them to Emma.
It's quite good, I think, just to like give something little at least to the designer, because the cardigan is so beautiful, so it's nice to give something back at least.
Yes. It gives you a chance to really look at her patterns, and even if you aren't the winner, I really think that you should check out her other designs, because she has made quite a variety of things, and they are all really pretty, and yeah, they are simplistic but not bland or boring. Much like the Hitofure, it's really strikingly beautiful, but it's not over the top or too much or anything like that. And I believe that's that's her style, with pretty things that has these small, lovely details.
So now you must really feel you need to knit it with all these beautiful prices, and in the end, a beautiful cardigan. So please join us and knit. It will be awesome.
So, do you have your yarn choice next to you?
Yes, I have. I played safe in my yarn choice. I checked like the list on the knitted, all the knitted projects, and found that Madeline Tosh, Tosh Merino Light, I presume it is. Yeah, is one of those yarns that a lot of people have been knitting it with. So I played safe, and also I really wanted to try the yarn because I have never knitted with Madeline Tosh before. And I went to a Swedish online shop and I found this. It's a dark green.
It's so pretty.
It's really, really pretty. So the colorway is Norway Spruce. So I found it funny since I live in Norway and spruce is quite a lot of here. So I have 3 skeins. One is caked up because we have until now we have allowed for swatching. So I actually have my very, very tiny and very sloppy swatch for it. But it's quite on the gauge. So this is what I'm going to use. So it's my Knit Pros 3.5 millimeters interchangeable, so nothing special, but I like how the fabric turns out, and I really appreciate how easy the lace was. I was not expecting it to be so easy. I was knitting it really, really late last night, so I can't wait until tomorrow after work when I can cast on the real sweater. You have yours
too, yeah. I'm making it out of more Tricoterie, and this is the colorway Maleficent. It's black over dyed with some purple, so it's black with light purple shades here and there. And this is Sock Merino Tencel, so it's 50% superwash merino and 50% Tencel. So it has this really nice drape. And yeah, I also made this super late yesterday, and I was really pleasantly surprised when I realized that I could almost sleep and knit it at the same time. So I think this will be a really soft and lovely cardigan with amazing drape. And my only worry is that it might grow, and hopefully it won't. But in case it does, well, I can always give it to someone larger than me.
Yeah, it's a really, really nice yarn.
Yeah, I'm really happy I found the perfect project for it, because I bought 3 skeins and I thought that I would make like a really, really huge shawl or some kind of cardigan or something, but I didn't have a pattern in mind. But when you started talking about the Hitofure, I knew. Yep, this is the perfect special project for this special yarn.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm also worrying a bit about like how much the yarn will grow. But I figure since it's an open cardigan, maybe it's not as sensitive to growing. Like in the bust measurements, because if it's getting a little bit bigger since it's open, it maybe not affected so much, I hope.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But hopefully it won't grow at all, but if it do, maybe it's a better pattern than if you're making like a really snug fit, like button cardigan or something.
Yeah, and
I figure
if it grows and gets longer, I don't really feel like that's a problem for me either. I will probably even make it a little bit short, so it has some room to grow on the length, because I think it will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have anything more about the cow?
Yeah, we do. It's a little bit open to the people knitting with us, but we are planning to have some weekends if possible. So what it is that we will sit together online, probably with Google Hangouts, I bet, and sit and knit and talk. So we have loosely talked about it and figured maybe once a month at least. So we will have 3 different occasions. But if you that are joining in the CAL feel that, but we want more time to sit and talk and knit together, we can absolutely arrange something. So if you feel like it's a good idea, you can tell us so we know. But we will at least have 3 times as we plan, at least.
Yeah. And you don't need to feel like shy or scared of the technical stuff or anything, because if you just want to hang out and not really talk, just tell us, and you're just as welcome to just enjoy the company while you are knitting. Just sit quiet in the back and do whatever you want to. And if you feel like the technical stuff is too hard, just contact some of us and we will help you, because it's really not that hard. You need some kind of webcam, and it's a good idea to have some kind of headphones. If you have headphones with a microphone, like a headset, it's even better, but you don't really have to. Like now when I'm recording, this is just headphones, and it's my computer that records the sound from the built-in microphone in my computer. So
I bet that most people have like some kind of computer or tablet or phone that you can use it on. So don't be scared. We are not scary people, I promise.
Yeah, and if you need any help, just contact us and we can help you, hopefully.
Yeah, we can try at least.
Yeah, because it's not hard. And yeah, we are all super friendly people, and I believe that everyone who's joining the CAL is super friendly people too. I have gotten that impression. So yeah, if you're interested in this, tell us and we will try to put something together and decide a date for it and everything. I believe it will be during a weekend, and it will probably be in the evening for us in Sweden. So I think that most people can join us then.
Yeah, but if you have,
like the afternoon,
but you can,
in USA.
You can always leave suggestions.
Yeah.
If there's some time that fits you better, and we can see if we can match it.
Yeah. Make sure to tell us what time zone you're in, though. So
yeah, that's good.
We know.
Yes, I think that is all.
I think so too.
It's not many hours left for at least some of them. I saw in the chatter thread some people from like Australia and New Zealand commented, "Oh, we are 12 hours before you, so we can start before." So it's not so much time left before we can start the cast on.
No.
I think
yeah. Maybe we should talk about where they can find the show notes.
Yes, the show notes will be posted in the Ravelry group. So Chubby Pug Yarn podcast. And I don't know if we're going to have them double maybe, so we will find in your group too.
Yes. I usually post my on my website, which is knittingwithewe.com. So yeah, I might post them on Ravelry too, but knittingwithewe.com is your safest bet to find my show notes. And there you can also find all my previous episodes.
That's great.
And yeah, to actually win something, you have to be a member of both our groups if you're joining the CAL. That should be important to know. And if you don't know how to be a member, contact us and we will help you. I know that if you're new to groups, it can be confusing. So just tell us and we will help you. Tech support.
Yeah, we can also send invites, like group invites, so it can be easier if you can't find the group in like the search engine. You can always send a message. So I'm Chubby Pug Yarn on Ravelry.
And I'm Solregn. And I will put it here in text.
Yeah, so
since Solregn is a Swedish word, I believe it's quite hard for someone who's not Swedish to spell it. And I know it's hard to say too. So
but contact us if there are any questions at all.
And if you can't join the CAL right away, the 1st of June, you're warm welcome to come join us later. As long as you feel like you have a chance to actually finish it on time. And even if you don't finish it on time, you're warm welcome anyway. It's just that you can't win any of the finished object prizes. You can still have a chance at the Shutter Thread prize, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe that's everything from us, and we will have quite a lot of editing to do. You're welcome, Emma. So to all our viewers, bye.
Bye.
When I recorded yesterday together with Emma, I totally forgot to draw for the giveaway of these lovely yarns. Do you remember the Arnie and Carlos giveaway? So I will just edit this in the end of the episode. And to help me draw the winners, I have my nephew, Jonathan, and he will draw 3 tickets and say the numbers and show you on the camera.
Hello.
So, can you draw the first ticket?
Yep. Number 20.
And I will check on Ravelry to see who the winner is. Yeah, they can see it now.
Okay.
And the first winner is Knitnut 246. And I will send you a message and you will be the first person to choose which skein of yarn you want to, and I will contact you and then you can get back to me with which skein you want. And the next winner is... Can you draw the next ticket? I can't tell them.
Number 31.
That is Mawre. I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. But you will get to choose between the 2 skeins that are left after the first winner has decided. And I will send you a message so you know that you have won. And then I will get back to you again when I know which skeins are left to choose from. And the last winner is...
Number 24.
have to see who that is. That is Tokyo City Girl. And you will get the last skein. So I will contact you two and tell you when I know which skein is left, and then I will ship it to you. And all of you will get some other extra goodies in your packages too. So it will not only be the yarn, it will be some Swedish tea or candy or something like that. So that's all for me, and bye everybody!
Bye.